The Phillies actually did something today. Now, I know I made a video on this earlier, but I got some more information about it, so I'm doing another video. Oh my God, thank God. Oh my God, the Phillies actually did something. They traded Carlos Santana and Crawford for Segura. I think that's how you say his name. I was saying Segura, and I looked it up, and it's actually Segura, like jeans. So, yeah. Now, this was a phenomenal trade. The Phillies had to do something. The Phillies the Mets got Nelson Cruz, I think, yesterday. And the Phillies get Segura. He was an all-star last year. He led the MLB in hits 2 years ago in 2016. This was a guy that you needed to get. Obviously, the defense in the infield wasn't good last year, so they needed to do something. They traded Crawford. They said he was going to be the new Jimmy Rollins. If you look at his stats compared to Jimmy Rollins, well, they don't look up. Jimmy Rollins was much, 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 much better. And Carlos Santana, we all know that was a mistake from last year. We all knew that was a mistake. So now we get to see a little bit of Scott Kingery at third base. And then we get to see a little bit of Rhys Hoskins at first base, which I love to see. This is exactly what I wanted. Here's some complaints about this. Will we trade Scott Kingery? Will we trade Cesar Hernandez? Because we got Segura playing shortstop. And then we might put Mike Franco at third base, which if we do, I'll be really mad. Because he sucks. Yeah. So, we gotta trade Mike Franco. That's our next move. Mike Franco for Bryce Harper. I was watching the MLB thing this morning. No, it wasn't. I just heard it off there. That the Phillies are not done. They're still looking for Corbett. I didn't know who that guy was until a couple minutes ago. I heard Corbett. They're still looking for Manny Machado, who I don't really want because he doesn't hustle. I don't want. And Bryce Harper. Those three guys. Now, Corbett might be a little bit of a stretch. At least one of those guys would be good with me. But Segura. That's good enough to start. This is just the start of free agency. We're only in December. We got until March. We have a lot of time. We have time on our hands to do more. Now, this trade was really, really worth it. The Phillies needed to do something, and they did. They did what they needed to do, and that was to get someone in the infield. Now, here's something else. Do we need Manny Machado now? After getting this trade, do we need Manny Machado? Because if you think about it, we don't. We got a shortstop, we got a third baseman, we got a second baseman. We don't. So I don't think we need Manny Machado. We need an outfielder. That's our next stop. I heard that they got 2 pitchers out of this trade. I don't really remember their names, but they weren't big mouth names. They weren't I don't know. The Aroldis Chapman. They weren't huge. They were not huge names. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you like, subscribe if you love it, share so I get more subscribers. Segura. Let's go. It's what the Phillies need to do. Tell me your thoughts in the comments and go Birds.